So at last year's Shobdon Airfest 24, Richard from Auto Gyro UK took me up in my very first flight in a gyrocopter, and he came up to me this year at Airfest 25 and said, "Clarky, I've got to take you up in the new Rotorsport UK Cavalon. You've got to have a go. You've got to come and have a look at it." So that's exactly what I did, and it was amazing. £200,000 new. It's a year old. It's got a Rotax 916 IS engine, and it's flown just over 100 hours. I started learning to fly in 2013, and it took me 7.5 years to get my PPR licence due to a debilitating fear of flying. I created this channel to show some of my training and what's next for my flying hobby, and to prove that it is possible to overcome a phobia. Welcome to the Phobic Flyer YouTube channel. So you can see us taxiing down there on the grass taxiway, and then we'll cut straight to the para checks, and Richard decided to take off on the grass runway. So there we go, we're doing the para checks now. So he's checking the mags there. They're not called mags though, I think they're called lines, I think. Line A and line B. Or is it lane? No, lane A and lane B. So yeah, that was, look at that. Look at that dash though. Oh, that's awesome, isn't it? It's got a 3-axis autopilot as well. It's got a G5 there, and I can't remember what the Garmin MFD is there. So we're now lined up, ready to go. And what he's going to do now, he's going to engage the pre-rotator, so you can just start to see it, and when it goes, you really can hear it. And that's to just give himself a little bit more lift, so you can take off in a relatively short. There you go, you can see it banging around there, and you can hear it. It's quite daunting, that noise, when you think how far away from your head it is. When it gets up to the required speed, he lets his feet off the brakes. And there we go. And then he starts to fly just a few feet above the ground. I don't know if that's ground effect, is it, in a gyrocopter still? But it allows you to get the speed up, and then he basically just goes straight up. That felt great. Now at this point, I've got to be honest, I felt a bit strange. I felt quite exposed in it. I mean, they're obviously very safe, and Richard's a fantastic pilot, and it was all great. But I think at this point, I'm starting to think, I feel a bit anxious. Maybe it's because I'm not flying it. Maybe that's what. But I don't think that would have made me any better. Well, it certainly wouldn't have made me any safer. Although apparently it is like flying a stick aircraft, and of course I'm having training at farmstripflying.co.uk to do that. So in a second he says, how about we practice a PFL, a practice forced landing. Actually just there he's shown me the 3-axis autopilot, which is pretty cool. But in a second he's just going to power it off, and the weirdest thing happens. The aircraft just stops. So he's starting to bring the power down now. There you go, power's off. Right. And if you look there, you can see, there you go, we're not actually moving forward anymore. We're starting to gently sink. And then I think he's going to push the stick forward in a sec, which will give you, or give us, ground speed again, airspeed. And then pick a field. So yeah, that was quite a strange feeling, because you literally stopped. I think I was okay now. I wasn't petrified like I used to be before I started flying and when I started learning to fly, but I just felt just a little bit anxious. I think it's because you feel so exposed because there's just so much glass, but that's great because you can see so many things. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut to, I think we were on right base, so we're going to cut to the right base very shortly, and then you can see us land. So we're now on right base. You can just see the airport just under that sort of sticker thing. There you go, just in the center of the screen, going left to right. Still an amazingly large runway, or it was before it was cut down. And in a second we'll go to a shot from the live stream that Ollie and Nathan were running while I was here. So I really enjoyed this. It was such a slow, graceful feeling again, a little bit like flying a tail dragger, the sort of speeds you do. Look at the size of what that airport and that runway used to be. It's massive. I kept looking out the window, and of course the camera was on top of my head, so it kept getting a lot of the interior rather than outside. Looks quite evil, doesn't it? Wow. Felt really good. So we're coming in on the grass again. I'm looking out the window. Keep looking forward, Clarky. And then he said we're going to air taxi. So I think you can see we're about 5 foot off the ground all the way up there. It's a lot quicker than ground taxiing. And then he powered down and we just sink onto the ground, doing a little wheelie. Great feeling. Me giving a wave and a thumbs up. Quite hard to keep track, so nice one guys for doing that.
We're in flight, obviously it's trim, we've got that trim tab that keeps it in trim. Yeah. Obviously coming into land and taking off we can use a fair bit.
It's like a car, isn't it really? Car with a propeller behind it and a massive propeller on the top. Very big, those blades on the top.
Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
I'm blown away by that.
I was. It was great.
Year, to be honest. But
so thank you again, Richard.
Level,
and thanks for watching, guys. And as always, leave some comments if you want below. Thank you.